This step is a discussion of the login and logoff part with JavaScript. The project is real-time auction with Signal R and WebApi. The project is already completed, so this is just an explanation, and let's now move to this is what we plan to do today. We will show a login page, login ID, password, and when the user enters admin and his password, he will be taken to our dashboard page. This page shows nothing. This will be added later, and there will be a log off button, and when the user clicks this log off, the cookie will be deleted. This page is called from a browser, so when this login is clicked, a login cookie is created, an authentication cookie is created, and when this log off is clicked, this authentication cookie is destroyed and the user is redirected all through JavaScript. We have not used any razor pages. It is totally entirely in JavaScript. So let's have a look at the code so that we can have a better grasp of the story. So this is a project in which we have added a CSS file. This is our main.js file. We will explain this, and here we have an index.html, and here this is the dashboard page that you were seeing just now, and app underscore data, it is containing our login ID and password as we told in the previous tutorial. And let's have a look at this common web API mapper, what we have in this file. This file describes 3 API: check login status and set JWT cookie and a log off. The first two I have explained in the previous tutorials, and the third one is for log off, which removes the log off cookie and sends an OK result, and the client side will redirect after this OK is received. And let's have a look at the program.cs also, so that some continuity is maintained. If you see, we described the policy for admin, bidder and these roles in the previous tutorial, and if you also see, all the APIs of this group that we are doing today, they require an authorization policy of bidder or admin. So in case the authorization is not for this bidder or admin role, the user will receive unauthorized response and not OK response. So JavaScript is going to check whether the response is OK or not. If it is OK, then it will pass through. Otherwise, if it is unauthorized, we will show some error message. And let me show the JavaScript file also. This JavaScript file describes a single constant G which will be used throughout the project. This is the URL. You will have to change this in case of production to your website address, and for our case the localhost 59572 is there. Currency formatter, date formatter, UTC offset, handle error function. It is this function that says that if HTTP code is unauthorized, it will simply call the log off, and otherwise it will say fatal error, restart, retry or whatever. And so this is a sort of a redirect that will be used throughout the project. Then we have this log off. This log off is a fetch request to our log off API that you were seeing just now, and I can repeat it again to this, which ultimately comes to this one. And after that we have this get request for authorization, and this is goes to API auth, and if the response is OK, we redirect to dashboard. API auth means that you are coming to check login status. This means that if the user is already logged in, then the user is directly taken to the dashboard, and this is checked in the DOM content loaded function of your login page. And in this main.js file, next down we have get auth token. This will bring the authorization token, and if the request is now coming from the browser, it will create a cookie. The request will be to auth/token, which means to set JWT cookie. and here this cookie is created, and a JWT token is also sent in case that is required, and the response is okay. And if there is no token created or correct this header is not created, this header authorization for UID and password entered by the user, if it is not correctly created, in that case the response will not be okay and please log in again, otherwise a redirection to the dashboard. So this is what is precisely occurring, and on the dashboard we have, this is the empty form right now, and in the end we have a LogOff which calls the LogOff JavaScript function, and you can use this click also, control down click, it will take you to the function where we can see the details. So let's run this, and you might have to refresh these quick twice or thrice, because there is some network caching also in the browser. So if some malfunction occurs, at least click twice or thrice. That will ensure that things don't get stuck up. I am entering 123, click on login, and I am taken to the dashboard, and when I click log off, I am taken back. So this is what was the objective, and in the next tutorial we'll proceed further. Thank you.